Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Spartan.
And I'm Pudgey.
We are back watching Deathnote, episode 28. So Nia has officially entered the chat,
Yeah.
or N, as we
Yeah.
now going to refer to him as. He's taking over L's spot very quickly. Still not replacing L because L is
Yep.
a number one, but he's coming guns blazing. He's pretty much
Well, he hasn't, and he has. Like, he's done his investigation slowly but surely, and now he's like, bam.
yeah, he has been very careful and calculated, but he's not wasted any time since he got into motion, and he's pretty much straight away revealed to Light, I know you're the second L, we know L's dead, and there's an entire task force working independently of you
Yeah.
to find Kidder. And then Light got that familiar feeling, which had the sort of a visual of L with chains, and it's like
Yeah.
he's still chained down to L's legacy. Like
That's
L's still in the game.
exactly how I read that, and I was gonna mention that in
Yeah.
this discussion.
Yeah.
Because it's perfect. Like that visual representation of, we obviously got that like a handful of episodes before when they were chained together, and although he's dead, and the only reason why I'm doing this is because yes, I know he's actually dead, but his legacy is alive. His investigations, his will is alive. And so that representation, that visual representation of that was just perfect. And it came at the perfect time.
Yeah, it was done really well. And I think what else it sort of shows is because, okay, everyone has different opinions. I've read some of the comments. People maybe think it's more of a fair battleground than I did because L also used the police and whatever. That's fine. I still think, supernatural is supernatural. But in saying that, Light had some direct allies playing his exact game, which were, he had Rem, Ryuk, Misa. Yes.
Real questionable, but yeah.
Well, he did with writing the fake
Yeah,
rules
yeah,
and stuff.
he did.
Whereas L, yes, he had the police force, but they were really just doing his bidding. They weren't really at that level. They weren't able to do things that Light couldn't see. They were never really tricky or
Yeah.
anything. They were just there and exposed. And
They were more the manpower rather than the brains behind the operation.
yes, so it's like L now is bringing in his cavalry, which are people who he's trained or mentored who also share his skill, and all of a sudden the playing field's changed. Now Light's cornered again. So
Yeah.
but L's game plan was almost more of like a long-term one, the way it panned out.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he fully planned to die, but in the end, when he died, his legacy lives on.
Yeah. But I do understand the comments in terms of the even playing field because I guess Light is the brains behind the operation and everyone else was the manpower. But you also had Missa out on her own first, and then yeah, I get it.
I agree with both. Light did a brilliant effort, and he was definitely smart enough to keep up. But I just think having two Shinigami with you,
Yeah.
two Death Notes, an entire world of supernatural powers
Yeah.
that is just so far beyond the realistic human level.
Yeah.
If like L could have cracked the case, but from where he was coming from, which is like these things shouldn't even exist, nothing would make sense because you're
Yeah.
missing the fundamental reality of where everything's coming from.
Yeah. And not only that, when you know something, it's always easy to be that one step ahead. Like, obviously, Light knows the powers, and then he also knows how the police force work, and like all those things, right? Whereas, like you said, L had no idea about Shinigami, nothing, right? Other than the clue Shinigami loves apples. And then he doesn't even know, like, he's coming up with all the guesses rather than, do you know, I can't speak, but do you know what I'm trying to say?
Kind of like.
You're committing a crime. It's harder for me to prove that you're committing a crime. That's not a good example. I'm trying to think, like,
Try and simplify it. Just think about what you're going to say,
Okay.
because
what I'm trying to say is you've committed a crime. You know that you've committed a crime. I'm the police officer that is trying to find out who committed the crime. You already know all the information. I don't. And the fact that L was so put together right away, he pretty much put together that it was Light from the beginning. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't think it's quite even in that aspect.
yeah, So you pretty went a really tricky, complicated route of reiterating what I said like
I
5
was
minutes ago.
agreeing.
Wow. That was not worth the effort, dude. Oh, wow. I was waiting for like the new conclusion, and I'm like, it's literally like agreeing with what I'm saying, but in this really complicated, like,
I was just trying to let them know.
the viewers would probably like turn the screen off, like, fuck this episode. He's actually saying it, like,
Turn it back on.
oh, God. Another thing I was thinking of after we finished last episode was that we've had this 5-year time skip. I'm surprised we never actually got to see Misa question where Rem was. Like, I know she loves Light, and I know she's probably like, as long as I got Light, everything's fine, but she never actually questioned.
Yeah, but I think that's simple. Like, Light would have just said, you know, you're in danger, blah, blah, blah.
Maybe, but it would have been cool. Maybe we'll get a sentence later on. It would have been cool to see that reaction, because obviously, you know, they were still friends of sorts, and I imagine that would have been a deal, but would that have been enough for Misa to leave Light? No, so it probably doesn't impact the story too much.
So now Misa and Light living together, and they're playing happy families, essentially.
As Ryuk says, the world's unluckiest family.
Yeah, I know. And then Sayu has been captured.
Yeah, so that's where we're at. Sayu's captured by Mello, and I think En's sort of catching on because he was had his photo there, and so there's almost like a 3-way battle going on here, but 2 of them want to catch Kira or Light's killer. So
honestly, I feel like it's four-way battle because it's Nia, it's Mello, it's Light and Misa, and then everyone else that actually wants to catch Kira.
Yeah, that's not even a battle, dude. Like that's it's like they're rocked up to a gunfight with nothing. That's what. Forget
with nothing.
Forget the police force. It's interesting because it's almost like Mello and N. They're sort of still competing. You know, they've always competed, never agreed. They're competing to catch Kira. I wonder if that competition will serve in their benefit, where indirectly they are working as a team by competing, and then because there's 2 that that Light is outmatched.
Yeah, true. We'll have to find out.
Thank you to everyone over on Patreon for supporting the channel. If you do want to get 3 to 4 weeks of early access to our edited and uncut reactions, we'll leave a link in the description down below.
And if you guys are watching this over on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this episode.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
And why do I feel like I'm talking to Elle?
Because you pretty much are.
Solving this case could lead to the arrest of Kira. As such, I'm willing to lend you my full support.
Lead to the
arrest
of Kira?
Yeah, playing the game.
Anyway, this confidence.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Oh, I can monitor the city via satellite. Or...
On second thought, I'll let you have full authority on this, Al.
Oh,
what
shit.
the hell?
To see how he acts.
And he called him Al as well.
As the SPK, our primary goal is very clear. We'll work to get the notebook and capture Kira once and for all.
Yeah, that's when you'll be saving lives. Because it's been years now. He's been unchecked.
You might have made your peace with the idea of dying, but have you ever thought about how painful it would be for everyone else you leave behind? I'd never be able to forgive you if you ended up dying in front of Sayu.
This guy, I don't know if I believe that, man.
It is his father after all.
Make sure both you and Sayu get out of this alive. Promise me, Dad.
All right.
I don't know if it's genuine, though. I don't feel like he values life that much.
You really want me to go to Los Angeles with you?
Yeah, there's a chance I might need to use your eyes this time, so I want to have you close by.
Mister, surely you know he's bloody using you.
Oh my gosh, I better start packing right away.
Oh, Ryuk.
She's just literally only there for her eyes. That's it.
I know.
If things go badly, I may have to kill Sayu.
Well, there you go. What the hell was that?
What the? Is this guy serious?
Well, yeah, nah. Light's gone, man. Next level.
I want you to tail my father closely and get on the same plane as him, just in case something goes wrong.
Got it. I'm gonna get a haircut so they won't recognize me.
Oh, new look for Aizawa.
Okay, everyone. I'm counting on you.
Mr. getting any opportunity she can to be
I
affectionate.
know. The fact that he's willing to kill his own sister is next level.
Mission
Mr. Yagami.
Who are you? One of the kidnappers?
You're going to board flight SE-333. I have your tickets with me. It leaves from gate 18.
Oh shit.
Oh, damn.
Someone has intercepted him at Narita. Should I arrest him?
Calm down, Aizawa. Don't make any sudden moves. I can understand your concern, but arresting him now will accomplish nothing.
Lucky for Light's plan, to be fair.
This one's going to LA too.
Could they have somehow arranged for another plane?
I wonder why they went a different plane.
This is flight SE-333. I read you loud and clear. I assure you everything's okay. This is a detour.
Oh my god. So they're not going to LA then?
We're simply making a detour and a quick stop to drop off a passenger. You can track us by radar. However, if you attempt to call the authorities to interfere with our course, I will not hesitate to crash the plane and take all the passengers with me.
Oh,
I mean, it is a
shit.
hijacking then, isn't it?
Well, he's
Holy
saying they're going to give it back, basically.
Yeah.
Damn it. What the hell is going on? I already checked today's flight crews and passenger lists ahead of time. No one on board was suspicious.
Damn, he really did that much effort. Wow.
Then the kidnappers are powerful enough to influence these people. Looks like I have no choice.
Go one step ahead of you, love.
All right, Al. Agreed. We'll locate the landing site and keep surveillance over the area using our satellite video feed.
Interesting. What's Nia's game?
I'm the one who kidnapped your daughter, but don't get the wrong idea. I have no interest in your daughter's life one way or the other, or yours for that matter. There's only one thing I want, and you know what that is.
Of
The
course.
Deathnote.
As for the trade, I prepared things so that both of us can walk away satisfied. Play along, and there'll be no problems.
I'm going
There's
back.
no way he's playing along.
Well, for his daughter, I think he will.
When the time comes, what's the right thing to do?
Follow life's plan or...
As a human being, and as a parent.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
There's a lot of different moral conundrums there, different responsibilities.
Whereas Light is just like, yep, gonna have to kill my sister.
Yeah, Light's got no loyalty. Forget that guy.
We've been able to use our satellite cameras to pinpoint where the plane has landed. I'll send you a direct
That's pretty
video
cool.
feed of what we're currently seeing here.
Dad. So what's gonna happen? How will they make the exchange in a place like that?
Oh, Ryuk.
For real, because it's all just like Netflix.
I know.
I was waiting for some hidden, like, basement or something.
You see the entrance, don't you, Yagami? Go inside.
They're underground?
Well, well, isn't that interesting?
I love how he's amused by it. Oh, shit.
That's not a sight you want to see with your daughter. I
What?
don't think... No, she's protected by glass, I think.
The glass is bulletproof, understand? This place used to belong to a crime syndicate. They used to make trades just like this.
Oh my god.
Damn, they're making a demonstration.
Once that's done, I'll release the lock. We both step back and spin the glass door. The notebook will end up on my side and the girl on yours.
Wow, right at the same time.
First, open the notebook and insert it halfway into the slot in the glass door on your left.
Is it a dummy notebook?
I don't know. I thought that'd be too obvious.
At this rate, the notebook's gonna be...
Light, is everything okay?
The
Is something wrong?
notebook's gonna
You
be
look kinda
what?
Misa, just shut up and do what I told you, alright?
Oh, shit.
Man, he's stressed.
This guy's obviously investigating Kira, and he won't give up. If the killings
Look
are
how many
delayed, we're in
laptops they've
trouble.
got.
Don't you understand?
Okay. But who is this guy?
Just get on with it, alright?
Oh my god.
He's getting nastier and nastier.
I get it, man. He's stressed, but shit.
I can still make it. But at this rate, it's my only option to kill Sayu.
Surely not. Surely not.
You're gonna kill someone? No, I can't allow that.
We can't make the trade without making sure it's the real thing. Do you really want to see your daughter die?
Oh, so they've even covered that shit up too.
Wow. What the hell? How do you get out of this situation? There's no way Sayu dies.
I can't do it. No
Thank
one but
God.
the police knows about this case. If Sayu dies, I can't blame her death on Kira.
His reasoning's shit.
I know. I don't like it.
What's wrong? You okay, Miller?
Look, that's what you get when you steal from me and sell goods behind my back.
Oh, shit.
This is the first time he's been useful.
So his name was the one they tested.
It seems the notebook is genuine after all. Now let it go. We'll make the exchange for your daughter.
Okay, so it's actually happening.
The suspect is headed for a helicopter. Based on our intel, that's his only method of transportation.
So this means we can be absolutely certain that the notebook has been exchanged.
Wonder if that gives N a hint on what's going on.
Don't lose sight of it, no matter what.
Nevertheless, we'll do what we can.
Really? It's not that
Sorry, I'm afraid we've been
easy?
We've been tricked. Oh, that was a dummy.
You won't be able to track that with radar.
Is the notebook on that thing?
So the notebook's on that.
Dude, Mello is playing an interesting game.
Good job.
Now what?
About all those past screw-ups of mine, right?
Oh yeah. Wiped out for sure.
He's gonna die.
Do it.
No way they use a notebook on him. They blew him up.
In that case, it means the notebook is definitely on the missile.
Damn! We can't track it.
Oh shit.
Oh wow, dude, there's so much going on.
I know, my head scrambled. Honestly, at least Sayu's safe.
Yeah, for now.
For now.
Damn, dude, man, this man's dead. Get it from his perspective, this is everything for him, but shit.
Yeah. But it's almost like a representation of how sloppy he is now.
He should be getting his hands on the notebook any moment now. And when he does, I have a good idea of what he'll do next.
Ooh, okay, interesting.
So he knows it's Mello.
Yeah. No.
Aren't those Nia's allies?
I think so. So Nia thinks he's gonna start killing them all one by one. I'm assuming.
Surely this isn't actually happening.
I hope not.
Can Mello really be that dark?
It didn't happen. No, surely it's just representation of what he thinks.
I think it happened.
Yes.
He got us.
Got you?
Yes.
No
The
way.
majority of the SPK's members have just been killed by the notebook.
Oh my god.
Considering their preparations, it would have been impossible to avoid this. There's really no point in us quarreling.
Hang on, they're still standing though.
Yeah.
I should admit that I have a very good idea of who the culprit behind this might be. I suspect the
Ooh.
person who arranged the kidnapping and the trade is someone who goes by the name Mello.
Okay.
All I know about him is that 4 years ago, he was living at an orphanage located in Winchester, England, known as Whammy's house.
Whammy's house.
He's giving him half the information, not all of it.
Yeah.
I believe Mello is playing a game with me. He wants to see which of us will be the first to take down Kira. The final challenge.
The final challenge. Wow. Oh, we're back
Shinigami roll.
here. Haven't been here for a while.
The old man said that Ryuk said it was his and that he had dropped it and took it.
Oh.
Guess you have no choice but to find Ryuk and ask him yourself.
No way. Another Shinigami in the mix.
Have to go to the human world.
Yep, that's right. Have fun.
Well,
Wow.
that sucks.
What does this mean now?
Interesting. I wasn't expecting too much more from the Shinigamis. Okay, so this episode was pretty full on.
Yeah, I feel like so much happened.
It was pretty intense. I'm not gonna lie. It did give me a bit of a throwback to the more intense battles of Light versus L,
Yeah.
and those moments where you genuinely don't know what's gonna happen and who's gonna come out of it. Like, it was well written. It's still, obviously, for me, it always been missing that L factor. That L is just like, he's just unique. I almost keep imagining when Mello and Nia are doing their thing. Imagine they were on L's team when L was going. I reckon they would have destroyed Light.
It's almost like, I don't know, like if Ryuk was gone for me completely and he was for a bit, I'm like, I just miss him. And it's the same with Al. Like, just his personalities, his demeanor, just everything. But Nia and Mello are like halves of Al. Like the way Nia sits, the way he plays with his hair,
Yeah.
and then I don't know, he does little building exercises, and then Mello is more like the.
I was going to say, he loves the dessert.
Yeah, the dessert.
And he's a bit more aggressive, which we saw L had that aggression because he would just sometimes pop up and be like, I'm L. Whereas Nia's sort of a bit more conservative so far. I was a bit confused in the end there because I've got two thoughts. Well, one is that what actually happened was true with N and his crew.
Yeah.
But then because we saw them standing up and we saw the girl fainting, but then she was
Yeah.
up, I'm wondering if he's called a bluff.
I think so.
That was his mind, playing the next puzzle piece.
Yeah.
And then he's called a bluff in order to see what this L will do.
Wait, when he was talking, wasn't the whole dice castle thing, whatever, still up?
It's not a dice castle. There's a castle and then he was building dice on it. But
Yeah. Hey, wait, look, let's see. So I don't know if he was rebuilding it again after it fell or if it never fell to begin with. And then it was just like, okay, this is how we're going to play it.
yeah, so I guess that conclusion is still the same where
Yeah.
he most likely bluff. I see it as potentially a bluff. That seems more logical to me. Everyone dying, it doesn't make sense for Mello. I know he's using criminal organizations, but I don't think Mello's necessarily gone bad.
Yeah.
So it doesn't
I
make
think
sense for me that he would just start killing everyone, or that he would even know who's on N's team. They've been separate for 4 years. Like, was it that good?
Yeah. Unless he knew who, like, Al would set them up with and whatnot, but I don't think that's the case.
Who L would set them up with? Doesn't make sense.
Well,
N set this up independently once they'd already separated and L was dead.
yeah, true. But like I'm saying, because they're at the same orphanage and they obviously knew Elle pretty well, I would have thought that Elle would have had a few people like on the sidelines that could help with them, but maybe not.
Not sure. I look at it as more like the organization that they were a part of had merit.
Yeah.
And they said this is L's, but they independent. But anyway, regardless, N and Mello obviously know each other's thinking. We can tell that they almost work together without working together, it looks like, because they sort of know what each will do. And N was covering for Mello because, like, I don't know the photo. I don't know his name. So he gave enough of a truth to give Light an incentive to sort of chase down, but not enough. So he's still protecting Mello, which for me, I just feel like there's a big plan going on here that Light's sort of falling apart, falling into.
I just feel like the way Light treated Missa this episode, it's always been atrocious, hasn't it? But it's been like next level this episode. And then...
Well, that's how he really feels about her without her eyes. If she can't, without her power, she's just nothing to him.
Yeah, useless, which is disgusting. And then that brings me to his sister. And it's just like, so you don't get caught out, which I get it. I get that perspective. But then to kill your sister, I don't know, he must just have this like godly sense about himself where he's just like...
Well, we know that. We've seen it. Like,
I
many
know,
times.
but I didn't think it was that level where your family was literally not protected.
Yeah, I was very open to it because I was curious to see what his final stance on it would be, but
Yeah.
he's just had no boundaries for so long at this point. And that's why when he was saying that his dad can't die, it was more the voice he puts on when he's over exaggerating. Like he did that
Yeah.
when Elle died, and he did that a few other times. When he was, so I was just, I was iffy about it, and I think they did that on purpose. So that voice is sort of his fake voice. And with the sis, they proved it. The only reason he didn't want to kill her was so that there was no exposure for him being Kira. Not actually like, can I really go through with this because it's my sister?
I know, because he's like really struggling. And you're like, okay, fine, there's a little bit of humanity there. And then, bam.
Sickening. Honestly, like, Elle was right. It is a very lonely life because when you think about it, on this task and this godly complex that Light's got, since there is no one, not a single person that is beyond killing for him, that means there's no one that he's truly loves and lets in.
Yeah.
Because everyone is just sort of an interference to his plan, but it's a very lonely existence.
For sure. And Elle was really the only one that he could connect with intellectually, who he could, just on so many levels, I felt. And you killed the man. So once you cross that line, once Light crossed that line, then it was all bets are off.
And it's so funny because after they caught Higuchi, if Light and Misa had just stopped and let it be, even with their memories, they actually probably could have just gotten on with their life.
Yeah.
Elle wouldn't have had anything else to go with. It was done. Anyway, it's just funny because they still could have gone away with it, but too greedy, and now it's sort of just beyond saving.
Yeah, definitely too greedy, and just he sees himself way too just high and mighty above everyone else, and that is a very, very dangerous game and a very slippery slope, as we've seen.
I was also surprised that they actually are covering more of the Shinigami storyline because it's been such a small trickle. So I thought it had its place within the story, but I didn't think it was going to be a big part of this anime at all, and it's still not. But the fact that they've got another Shinigami now coming after Ryuk, so we sort of get a bit of information there. Ryuk stole another Shinigami's Deathnote. That's why he had two.
Yeah.
So he wanted an excuse to go to the...
I love cheeky Ryuk.
I'm trying to think how that's going to tie in. Because right now there's 3 Deathnotes. There's Rem's original one that she gave to Misa.
Ryuk.
And then there's...
the one that he stole.
Well, there's 4 Deathnotes because Ryuk still has his own. Ryuk has his own.
Yeah.
And Ryuk gave one to Light. Rem has her own. And then Rem gave one to Misa. When Rem died, Light took that. So technically there's 3 in play and Ryuk still got his own. There's 4 on the Earth. But the one that Ryuk gave to Light was this other Shinigami's. But I'm pretty sure Light's...
And Rem's second one was the one where the other Shinigami died for Misa. The first Shinigami.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Light took Rem's original, the one Rem was using.
Yeah.
So I wonder, is Ryuk... Because it's not really made it clear whether Ryuk's tied to Misa or tied to Light. Because last we saw, Misa grabbed the Death Note with Ryuk in it. And so Ryuk became her Shinigami.
Yeah, look, it's
been confusing, yeah. And then Rem's Death Note, Light's holding, right? Higuchi had the Death Note that was originally given to Misa. So that's the one that they're now passing around.
Yeah.
Which was... Yeah. So anyway, it's interesting.
It's gone over my head, honestly. Like, that is just... It's this person's original Death Note, then this person had it, then it was given. No, I'm like, I don't know.
You guys do your best to see how well you can keep up with it. Let us know who's who at this point. And...
They're just probably like, you dumbasses.
Some people will like it. It's fun trying to figure that out. I could trace it more, but I'll be here too long, so...
You're going to have to, create a little map for us for the next few episodes.
Me? Yeah. Save it, okay? Save it. Guys, we hope you enjoyed our reaction to this episode. Leave a like if you did, subscribe for more, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this episode. And if you do want to get 3 to 4 weeks of early access to our uncut and edited reactions, we'll leave a link in the description down below. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you guys on our next reaction.
See you guys.